Hello and welcome to this edition of Back in History. In Back in History, we take you back in time to the events that occurred in the historical past. In this edition, we continue with our series on the Nigeria-Biafra War, which lasted from 1967 to 1970. In our previous edition, we presented the root causes of the war. In this edition, we presented the full text of the speech made by Lieutenant Colonel Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu on the occasion of his declaration of the Republic of Biafra, now defunct. The declaration of the independent state of Biafra by Ojukwu took place on the 30th day of May 1967. By that declaration, all the states that make up the present-day southeast and south-south of Nigeria were removed from Nigeria and placed under the territory of Biafra. Here is the full text of the speech that declared Biafra as an independent republic. Quote, "Fellow countrymen and women, you the people of Eastern Nigeria, conscious of the supreme authority of Almighty God over all mankind, of your duty to yourselves and posterity, aware that you can no longer be protected in your lives and in your property by any government based outside Eastern Nigeria, believing that you are born free and have certain inalienable rights which can best be preserved by yourselves, unwilling to be unfree partners in any association of a political or economic nature, rejecting the authority of any person or persons other than the military government of Eastern Nigeria to make any imposition of whatever kind or nature upon you, determined to dissolve all political and other ties between you and the former Federal Republic of Nigeria, prepared to enter into such association, treaty, or alliance with any sovereign state within the former Federal Republic of Nigeria and elsewhere on such terms and conditions as best to subserve your common good, affirming your trust and confidence in me, having mandated me to proclaim on your behalf and in your name that Eastern Nigeria be a sovereign independent republic. Now therefore, I, Lieutenant Colonel Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu, Military Governor of Eastern Nigeria, by virtue of the authority and pursuant to the principles recited above, do hereby solemnly proclaim that the territory and region now known as and called Eastern Nigeria, together with her continental shelf and territorial waters, shall henceforth be an independent sovereign state of the name and title of the Republic of Biafra. And I do declare that 1. All political ties between us and the Federal Republic of Nigeria are hereby totally dissolved. 2. All subsisting contractual obligations entered into by the government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria or by any person, authority, organization, or government acting on its behalf with any person, authority, or organization, or relating to any matter or thing within the Republic of Biafra shall henceforth be deemed to be entered into with the military governor of the Republic of Biafra for and on behalf of the people and government of the Republic of Biafra, and the covenants thereof shall, subject to this declaration, be performed by the parties according to their tenor. 3. Steps will be taken to open discussions on the question of Eastern Nigeria's due share of the assets of the Federation of Nigeria and personal properties of the citizens of Biafra throughout the Federation of Nigeria. 3. We shall keep the door open for association with and would welcome any sovereign unit or units in the former Federation of Nigeria or any other part of Africa desirous of association with us for the purposes of running a common services organization and for the establishment of economic ties. 5. It is our intention to remain a member of the British Commonwealth of Nations in our right as a sovereign, independent nation. Long live the Republic of Biafra, and may God protect all who live in her." End of quotes. For 1 month following this declaration, there was no direct reaction from the federal military government of Nigeria, then headed by Lieutenant Colonel Yakubu Gowon. Analysts have said that the federal government was engaged in the stockpiling of weapons and movement of troops, especially to the borders. Ojukwu was also stockpiling weapons and moving troops to the borders of the new country. There was war in the horizon, and it was just a matter of time for the first shots of the war to be fired. On 6th July 1967, the federal side fired the first shots of the war, and the Biafran side responded. This marked the commencement of the Nigeria-Biafra War, and for 3 years the war raged on, and when the war was eventually ended, over 3 million lives had been lost and countless property destroyed on both sides. In our next episode, we shall discuss the high points that characterized the war, namely the commencement of the war, the capturing of important cities by both Nigeria and Biafran troops, the recapturing of the same cities, the relocation of Ojukwu's command headquarters from Enugu to Umuahia, the invention of a local bomb known as Ogbunigwe by Biafran technicians, the gains of the Biafran side, the gains of the Nigerian side, and the eventual collapse of the war. Thanks for watching this edition of Back in History, and do remember to subscribe to the channel or follow the page for regular notification on every new video. I remain your friend and host, Ekemini Udim.